on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of History Saver 1941. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, it has been a long time since we have been able to do, or attend rather, a World War II reenactment live in history. I think the last one I went to was right not long after. Yeah, it was not long before COVID started, so it's been a pretty good while. So it's been a long road. Well, we are attending one this weekend, which leads me to this monstrosity in front of me, this huge box. As you guys know, if you're a reenactor, this stuff is not cheap. This hobby is not cheap. It is a lot of research, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of coordinating with your unit. And everything is according to what event you're going to. Every event has a different time frame, every single one. And a lot of research is needed before each event to figure out what the proper uniform regulations will be, proper weapons, everything. So if you're new to the hobby and you're looking at getting into World War II reenacting, be prepared to do a lot of research. Ask questions to your unit. Ask questions on Facebook groups. Yes, there are some people out there that like to crucify people on Facebook. I'm going to be point blank honest with you. Those are the people I really don't, I'm not going to say like, but, I mean, it may be good people, but the thing is, if you're new to the hobby, you don't know a lot of things, and the only way you're going to learn is either by research or asking. Don't be afraid to ask, and ignore the people who are giving you non-constructive criticism back, and because those people are just not going to help you. And there's nothing wrong with asking questions if you don't know something. There is something wrong with not asking questions when you don't know something, because you're going to continue to make mistakes. You're going to continue doing the wrong things. Well, like I said, before any event, a lot of money goes in this stuff. And I constantly, before every single event I go to, I don't know what it is, I constantly find myself ordering more stuff, or finding stuff that's broken and needs to be replaced, or is old and, won't serve me in the field. So I always order new stuff. And today I've got a package in for What Price Glory. And there were some things I wanted. There were some things I needed extras of, and so I just went on a shopping spree, to be honest with you. And I just wanted to kind of show you some of the things I bought. I have unboxed this, as you can see already, just to make sure everything was here, but I haven't really looked at everything in depth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this box out the way. We're going to pull everything out one item at a time, set it onto our original World War II field table here, and kind of show you what's up with each item. By the way, why is this thing so shaky? Just because this is an original World War II field table. It's going with me to the event this weekend, so I figured, hey, just unbox this stuff onto the table. Pretty cool backdrop. So, first thing is the U.S. Model 1910 canteen cover, pattern 3. So this was a canteen cover that was used by the U.S. Army for sure during World War II. This is What Price Glory's reproduction, and got the snaps here. They are pretty stiff too. Wow, these things need to be broken in. So right off the bat, the snaps are really stiff, which is a good thing. I don't have to worry about the canteen falling out. The inside of this thing is insulated, which is great, and yeah. So pretty cool canteen cover. So that's one item I actually need the replacement of, and I picked up. That will be going on my belt for tomorrow's event when we leave. And this next item is something I really kind of just wanted. This is your 1917 dated canteen. You can't probably see it, but it's stamped U.S. WPG for What Price Glory Company, 1917. She tells the side seam canteen. It's got the metal lid at the top. Now, the cool thing about this canteen, when I ordered it from What Price Glory, was this. This is kind of what drew me to this thing. Because they send you the World War II correct black backlight or bakelite or whatever you want to call it cap. So all I have to do is just change these caps out and it'd be World War II correct. This is World War I correct right now. And they also sent me like several corks, which is great because I'm always needing canteen corks. I've got one up here now that's my favorite canteen. I'm missing a cork on it. So this was pretty much a godsend to me. But it also come with the canteen cup. So pretty neat little setup here. And let's test out this canteen cup. Some of these canteen cups, your hooks are real loose, and a lot of times this will fall off real easy on some of these. This one's actually pretty good. So I'll probably will be using this canteen this weekend. So always nice to have a new canteen. Canteens are kind of my favorite thing. So yeah, we got a canteen. We'll be using that this weekend. Next things are something I'm really excited about and really excited to see. I've already opened one. I haven't opened the other. But these are flashlights from World War II, early war and late war. This is the early war flashlight. It's the TL122-A, and it's stamped on the bottom of the flashlight WPG for wet price glory. And it also is supposed to, have a little ring so you can hang it on something or, whatever. And these work. I've just got to get some batteries tomorrow on my way. And these flashlights will actually operate. This flashlight is a little different. Get the box open here. Don't care anything about the box, so we'll just rip that thing open. Throw it in the trash after this video. This is the later war model of the same flashlight. A little bit different. Not a whole lot other than the lens and a few other things. This is the TL122-B. So the 122A, the 122B. The later war, early war. And these come as a pair. You can tell the later war is a little taller. It does not have a D-ring on the bottom to hang things off of. That's what I do not like about this light. That's the reason why I like this light. So I probably will be using this light, honestly, more than I will be using this light. But it's always good to have two flashlights, either way. Okay, on to the next item. Like I said, I've done a little cleaning up. Jeep cap. I wanted a new Jeep cap to have two because I'm always losing these things, honestly. And so that's just a new Jeep cap, knit Jeep cap. Nothing real spectacular about it. And I did have a package that was supposed to be here from At the Front. Well, it didn't show up. I ordered both packages in the same night. What Price Glory was here first. At the Front shipping was more expensive. And I'm a little sore about that. To be honest with you, I'm a little sore. So I ordered some other things from At the Front. Wanted to unbox both in one video. Well, What Price Glory came through. At the Front's not here in time for my event. So yeah, I'll leave in the morning. It's not here, so I'm not going to get the package till I come back. Luckily, there was nothing from them that I ordered that I had to have this weekend. Another thing I ordered was an M43 jacket. This is the jacket-filled M43. And this thing appears to be like really, really good quality. I really like the texture of the material on this thing. I'm not going to fold the whole thing, but an M43 jacket has the pockets here and the pockets here on the bottom. I ordered this one a little bit longer because I wanted it a little bit longer. It's just my preference. May not be exactly correct, but I mainly wear that just to keep me warm. This is a awesome cold weather jacket. So yeah, pretty cool. I also ordered from What Price Glory a new M43 jacket. Or excuse me, M41 jacket. This is the M41 field jacket, and this thing is really stiff, honestly. Really good quality, very good quality, actually. But as with any new thing, I can't knock that against them. I mean, it's brand new, so it's going to be a little stiff. The inside of it seems to be very warm as compared to my at the front M41 jacket, which is right here. The color, pretty much the same. This one may be a little bit darker, but I have washed this one, so I can't really do a true judgment on that. So, you know, I can't knock at the front M41 jacket. Oh, check this out. Just notice in the box, a third cork. So another canteen cork. That's awesome. I need as many canteen corks as I can get. Constantly losing canteen corks, guys. If you're a reenactor, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're getting into reenacting, always check your canteen, because these things do rot once they've been wet for so long. That's one of the reasons why it's always a good idea after every event. I take my canteens, I wash them out really good, and I leave the caps off and I hang them up and let them dry. One, it kind of puts a little bit more life, I think, in this cork. It may not. It just may be me. But at least I'm, you know, can do something to try to prevent the cork from going bad. So yeah, I've got several corks now. There's one already in this cap, and I got 2 extras, and then there's one in that cap. So I cannot go wrong with this corks. And actually, after this video, I'm going to replace a couple of corks on some canteens I'm using. I always take 2 canteens to an event with me, just because. You never know when something may happen to one canteen, and you always want water that you can keep with you. It doesn't matter how cold or hot it is. You always need to keep some water in your canteen on your person. So, because you never have any idea where you're going to be in the field sometimes or how long you're going to be there. Always keep some water. That's probably one of the most, one of the biggest things I can give, you know, as far as some advice to a new reenactor. If you're new to the game, keep some water in your canteen, okay? Don't put Coca-Cola in there. Don't put sweet tea in there. Don't put beer in there or vodka. If you do, you're probably, you know, breaking a bunch of safety laws for the event anyway. You could stand a risk of getting kicked out. Put water in your canteen. I don't care how, if you don't like water, drink it anyway, because it can save your life from heat stroke. Trust me, I've had a heat stroke. It is not fun. You do not want to do it. The other thing, I just want to give a couple of tips here to new reenactors, okay? This is not everything. This is not going to be everything. We need a whole nother video for this, which we probably will do in the future. But I'm going to give you one big tip right now. When you start reenacting, I get the most common asked question that I see is, what weapon do I need? Okay, for USGI, the most common weapon is the M1 Garand. For a German soldier, the most common weapon is the K98. You see both behind me on the wall here. All right, so the M1 Garand, get that weapon first. Then worry about the carbine or 1903, whatever, you know, whichever one you want to do. That's just my advice. It's the most standard use weapon. It's the weapon you're going to probably use the most. So get that. You're a new reenactor. Start with the basics for basic combat infantrymen. Then, if you're not familiar with weapons, if you've never shot a gun, never really been around guns much, and there are people out there that have not even ever held a gun, learn how to use it properly. And in order to do that, do not be embarrassed. I'm going to say that again. If you have never held or shot a weapon, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Because here's the deal. If you go to an event with an M1 Garand and have no idea how that thing works, and you just take out in the field, you don't tell anybody, because we're all reenactors, we assume you know the safety, and if you're part of a unit, they know you're a new guy, they should run you through safety anyway. But if they don't, and you've never even handled a weapon, much less an M1 Garand, don't be afraid to ask someone to run you through a safety briefing and show you how this gun works. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you take this weapon in the field, have no idea how to use it, you're going to end up hurting yourself or somebody else. I've seen it happen. It is not fun, and it could cost events. And a lot of you guys who's not new reenactors, you're seasoned, you know what I'm talking about. there's been a lot of situations and a lot of recent situations in the past few years where reenactors have been hurt or even killed because they didn't know how to use a firearm properly, or they just failed to take the safety precautions, and tragedy. So I'm going to tell you right now, reenacting can kill you. You can die. Okay? And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying. Reenacting can be dangerous when you're on the field and you don't know what you're doing, or somebody else is on the field and doesn't know what they're doing. So before you handle any weapon, make sure you know how that weapon operates. Do not be embarrassed to ask someone, because it's your safety and someone else's safety and even possible lives at stake. So it's very important. You could cause a lot of trouble if an accident happens for event organizers, your unit, and every other reenactor there, because it's just not a good situation. So make sure you follow proper safety protocols that are laid out by your units. Make sure if you don't know something, ask. There's always going to be guys who's going to give you a hard time. Okay, oh well. You know, let them be who they want to be. That doesn't mean that, you know, you need to be embarrassed to ask someone for help, because I guarantee someone's going to always offer to help you. And as seasoned reenactors, we shouldn't be that guy. Honestly, I know it's easy to pick at people sometimes, especially people who are really not new to reenacting and still can't get their stuff right. I've seen it. I know what you mean. It's frustrating because it's just, it's an aggravating situation. But if you're a seasoned reenactor, take the time to help someone. I mean, we're all started somewhere, every one of us. At one time, we didn't know what we were doing at our first event. So just take the time to help someone. It's the biggest piece of advice I can offer. Anyway, what I've got to do right now is I've got to start packing. I've got to start getting things ready. So I need to get off this camera, out from in front of you guys, as much as I hate to do so. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And in the meantime, there's always guys on YouTube you can check out other than me. If you don't like my videos, that's fine. Not everyone does. Reenactment Days, big shout out to him. Go check his channel out. I just helped him out a little bit with the intro. I like his channel. I've watched his channel from the beginning. Great young guy in the hobby, and I've watched him grow. It's cool to watch people like that grow. And, you know, I know he's got his... People have picked on him and his YouTube videos some. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I've seen this kid improve. I've seen this kid grow. And I know what it's like to have enthusiasm for something. So don't do that. That's just not right. And big shout out to him. Go check out his channel, Reenactment Days. Also, a lot of other channels here on YouTube you can check out associated with World War II reenacting. So go check all those guys out. All you gotta do is Google World War II reenacting and they'll pull up. Anyway, with that being said, guys, keep preserving history. Stay safe. We'll see you on the next one.